Hey guys, Jimmy here. I want to do a quick video giving you guys my review of the 2015 Ford F150 fx4 edition with the EcoBoost engine, extended cab, super cab, whatever you want to call it. And this is my review after 123,000 miles and all of the problems I've ran into, which is not much, and what my general opinion is of this. So first things first, I'm not into modding a bunch of stuff. I've seen all this stuff about catch cans, changing things with the engine. I don't like doing that because there's a reason why the engineers design something, generally because it needs to be that way. So I've got it on ramps right now because I just had to add some transmission fluid after I did a drain and fill. You'll see that in another video, but generally I haven't had many problems on this truck. First problem I had was kind of like a slip bump filling in the rear end. When I pull out, it'd be like dudunk, and I thought it was a universal joint. Knowing what I know, it was actually the slip yoke that needed to be greased. I can make a video on that if you guys prefer, but essentially all I did was take the driveline out and just grease the yoke with some high temp grease and put it back, and it's gone completely smooth. That happened about 80,000 miles. Next thing I had was the fuel pump went out on me about 100,000 miles. I had a scanner in the truck, so I plugged it up when it died on me on the highway. I was able to drift and be safe. It wasn't a big deal, but it started sputtering, gave virtually no warning. But the fuel pump went out, and the people at Friendship Ford that I bought the truck from in Bristol, Tennessee, they actually called to my current location and paid the bill. The warranty department did. So they stood behind their warranty, which was awesome. But yeah, that happened at 100,000 miles. Had the fuel pump changed. It was like a $700 repair. I paid like a $100 deductible, and that was it. The only other thing I've had with this truck is water leaking on the headliner. And if you guys watch my other videos, you'll see that that was basically a matter of putting some Permatex on some rivets and around the rubber flaps, and that fixed the problem. But other than that, guys, this truck has been great. Maybe that's because I've been too hard on it. I don't know. Maybe that's why it hadn't broke. You have those people out there that say Fords are a piece of crap, they're junk or whatever, but there's a reason why they're the best-selling truck for 44 years in a row. If the quality was bad, people would have figured it out by now. It doesn't take 44 years to figure out a product sucks, right? So they're good trucks, but they do have their flaws. The door latch is freezing. That was another thing I forgot to mention. I made a video on that. Haven't had much problem after I really oiled it with WD-40 or cleaned it and got, I think Ford just used a grease that was too thick, and as it got cold, the cable wouldn't slide in the sheath. I'm not sure, but yeah, the leak on the headliner, something I didn't appreciate because it took me a long time to figure out what it was, even after taking it to the Ford dealer, and I had to fix it myself. But other than that, I've beat the crap out of this truck. I've towed with it off-road a lot, right? I've drugged the frame on all kinds of things, and eventually the little, they call it the diaper, it's like a little cover underneath. It's made out of some upholstery type material. That eventually got to where it was about to fall off, so I just took it off. But it mainly just stops dribs. And I've noticed the oil pan is leaking, but like I said, I've had this truck 7 years and it has 122,000 miles on it. Really no major issues. This has been a good truck, guys. I'm just telling you. And I've read, you know, I changed the headlights, but about the only mods I've done was tires, because the Wranglers that came on it were kind of junk. They just, I mean, they were a good tire, but they didn't grip. And I like to, you know, drag trees, pull logs, tow, and all that kind of thing. I need something that'll grip off-road. So, yeah, I changed those tires and put on some Federal Courageous. That's what they are. And they're great tires. Been fantastic. I think they're 10 ply, ride pretty well. They sing, but I'm okay with that. When I'm driving a truck, I like it to sound like a truck. But yeah, you'll read things about turbos. My boss has a 2016. I think his has a 3.5 liter EcoBoost, and his turbo went out on him. Or, you know, he had a, that's what they told him at the garage, that it had a boost code. He's still driving it, so, you know, it wasn't a catastrophic failure. Didn't leave him stranded. But my 2.7s had no problems, and I drive it hard. Only things I've done, do my maintenance, change the coolant, change the transmission fluid, all that stuff on time. I need to change my plug soon. But yeah, I've driven it hard. I've driven it like, you know, drove it like I stole it. Power braked it, spin the tires, drag race it with other people. It's been fun, you know, good truck, put a toolbox on it. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions about these vehicles, let me know. But I'm just telling you, man, this Ford trucks, I think they're superior to every other truck when it comes to like a work truck, right? Like obviously Chevrolet has it going when we're talking about, you know, I think some Chevrolet trucks look excellent, like the AT4. I think it looks sick, has all kinds of features inside. Ford's pretty basic, right? It's just a work truck. It's, if you want a truck to work, you want something dependable, you know, it has its cons. It has little cosmetic things, you know, that other trucks may not have, but other trucks have engine failures that this truck may not have. So do your maintenance in them, drive them hard every once in a while, right? Because you need to burn that carbon out. That's the truth. If you're babying your vehicle, you're not doing it many favors. Don't be overly hard on it, but this is my honest review, guys. After 123,000 miles, I'm not regretting I bought it. And the aluminum body's tough. I've ran it into things. People have backed into it. I had to have the whole bedside replaced. That done by a place called Fuller Automotive in Massachusetts. But the color match is perfect. Like, you hit different light, it looks a little different, but you really can't tell they ever replaced it, and it has a lifetime warranty on the paint. Excellent body shop. I wish they would expand. And they sent me letters asking, are you happy with your paint job? Is it still holding up? So excellent customer service. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is, guys. I'm not going to babble too much, but that's my honest review. Been an excellent truck. No problems at 123,000 miles, other than that fuel pump and the bumping in the rear end and the headliner. That's it. But I know that sounds like three things right off the bat, but 7 years later, still running great.